welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, we welcome you. The punter, Bradley Pinion, gets this started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The 49ers come out, and Brock Purdy leads them out. Zach, it's really one of the best stories in NFL history when you think about it. From last pick in the draft to taking the 49ers to the Super Bowl, now to a lucrative contract with a fourth-year man out of Iowa State.
Mr. Irrelevant. Well, I think it's safe to say, Mike, he has been anything but irrelevant since arriving in the NFL, and he is living proof. It doesn't matter if you're drafted first overall, or in his case, with the very last pick. What does matter is what you do with the opportunity once it's given to you. Nothing real flashy about his game. He simply gets the job done, and that's exactly what his team is counting on him today over these next 60 minutes. You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
Again, it's McCaffrey. And nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early third down coming up. Looks like we have an injured Falcon on this play. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. Third and long. They run once more with McCaffrey. And he's only going to be able to get back to the line. That's all. 3 plays to start. Quick fourth down.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
On fourth down, the Niners send out the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt. The Falcons are going to send Jamal Agnew deep to return. The Falcons come out and they are led by Michael Penix, the second-year quarterback out of Washington. Greg taking over late last year and winning the job as the Atlanta starting quarterback.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
And he finds some space tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 2. And here comes Robinson on a toss to the right. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
I'd like to see that running back be a little bit more decisive with his cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Penix. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
On the return, it's Moore. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Niners offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They were 3 and out first time around. They'll begin anew here in this scoreless game. It's 1st and 10. Here's Saul, the man in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Purdy. That's taken in by Jennings. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Purdy. He'll step up and run. Give him 11 on the scramble. And give them a new set down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
A 1st down throw for Purdy. Open man is Jennings. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Falcons' 44-yard line.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2. A give for McCaffrey running right. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. And he puts his head down and he picks up the 1st down.
And the 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
Here comes 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. The throw here is complete. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. It's been a busy 1st quarter for him so far. His 3rd catch goes for a 1st down.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
outside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback, so the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Line of scrimmage, the 7 for 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down. Jawan Jennings was the intended target. And now they'll be looking at 3rd and goal. Throwing is Purdy. Bell trying to set up the screen to McCaffrey. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
So often, the only way to combat the perfect blitz call is to beat the blitz with the ball. That's exactly what the quarterback does here. He's able to find his open man and get the ball out of his hand because he holds on to that ball for 1 count longer. He most likely was going to result in a sack.
A 23-yard attempt.
Piñeiro's kick is good. And the 49ers are out to an early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. Ray McLeod on the return. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. The Falcons offense ready for their 2nd possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. We're going to go play action with Penix. Over the middle, he gets that to McLeod.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass. Because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
And here's Bijan. And I don't think he got there wrapped up in the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at 3rd down.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
On 3rd and 1, here's Penix. That's complete. He's got it to London. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield. They get 21 on that one. It's good for a Falcon 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. The Niners have the early advantage. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. The Falcons have it to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with 1st and 10. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And they'll stretch him out to the sideline, but he'll be taken down for a loss.
Well, on the back of the previous play, Mike, we saw him have some success through the air. They tried to change it up with a draw, but the defense wasn't having any of it. Didn't sell out for the pass. They're able to stop that one for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. From the gun, here is Penix. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. First time they've looked his way tonight. Good time to do it. It's a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. Quarterbacks are drafted for their coverage ability. We see it year in and year out. Teams want to fortify their pass defense. But when they can come up and run support, it's just an added bonus for a defense. And this young rookie, he was one of the best picks available last year's draft, and we can see why.
Ray McLeod was the one he was looking for there. And third down coming up.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
He'll try and get there on the ground.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
So on now is John Parker Romo to try the field goal. This just a little more than a chip shot. 32-yard attempt. Romo's kick is good. And the Falcons will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. This one taken at the 7. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Niners offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. With a carry by McCaffrey. Not much there, maybe a yard.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 8. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. This one complete to Bourne. And a good job rallying to the football. Holding just a gain of a yard and sets up 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Purdy. He's got his tight end, Kittle. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down. Play fake to McCaffrey. Now Purdy. Got his receiver on the income. He's got it. They get an even 20 on that one. 1st down, 49ers.
I love this call. My defense is thinking run here. It's 2nd and short, so they go with play action. Leads to an easy 1st down. Really well done.
To throw once more, it's Purdy. Throwing right, it's taken in. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on 1st down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now in that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Encroachment, defense. Automatic 1st down.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. He steers clear of the first tackler, working his way forward for a gain of about 4.
Xavier Watts on the tackle. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 13-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll run the toss with McCaffrey. And he will score! Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. The kick is good. And the 49ers take a 10-3 lead.
Falcons 3. Eddie Pinheiro set
So
to
now,
kick off.
after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Jamal Agnew now to return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Nick Martin is there to bring him down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 25.
the 25. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. On the run to the right. He's going to run it. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a first down.
And the Falcons first down.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
Whoa! And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back with you from Santa Clara in a moment. Now it's 2nd and 1. Here's Penix. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
They'll try to run for it with Robinson. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down.
It's a loss of 2 yards. Brings up 4th down.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's on for the 2nd time. They'll try to get something inside the 10. Hit that a little too well. It lands a couple of yards in the end zone for a touchdown. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They're going to motion the tight end over here. A play fake. Now it's Purdy. That's over the middle to Kittle. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart the 2-minute mode, and that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points. Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
On 2nd down, Purdy under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Sacks are drive killers. And again, sacks in my mind are more of a quarterback stat than they are an offensive line stat. You have to have a clock in your head to understand where the weakness of the protection is, where I got to go with the ball if I'm hot, and at the end of the day, just get the ball out of your hand.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Purdy to throw. That's caught by McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. So, halftime here out west. Let's send it east to Scott Hansen. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. This is still anyone's game here. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand as the second half is about to get underway. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. Again, this third quarter. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Will begin here with a run by Robinson.
Number 7, Bijan Robinson, ball carrier. He was brought down at the 26. A gain of 2 brings up second and
8. So, from the 26-yard line, here is second and 8. From the gun, it's Penix. That's caught left side by Pitts. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 42 yards.
It's not a coincidence, Mike, that the best offenses in the NFL are all excellent at yards after the catch. It's a combination of a few things. A highly accurate quarterback, and the ability of the scheme to get open players in open space. Once you do that, the rest is up to them. And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage of the game.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's second and 11. Looking to throw, it's Penix. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. From the gun on third down, here's Penix. And that is incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And it's going to be fourth down.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The 49ers offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with first and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. Finding room at the 35. And they'll finally track him down as he takes it up to the 45-yard line. How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
the back saw it quick, and he hit it. The next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it, but he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
Ooh. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. Frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front, and we can see the results.
And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's second down.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss. Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback, just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
Here's 3rd and 2. They need 2. Here's Purdy. And he's in. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown. 49. That is second touchdown tonight. The quarterback, with all of his eligible receivers available, uses the back out of the backfield that time, Greg, to take it to the end zone.
And when your running back, Mike, is a valid threat in the passing game, man, it just gives you so many options. And in this case, it was the running back that was the open target. He's able to put the pass on the money. Easy 6 points.
Pinheiro on for the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers move out in front by the score of 17-3.
Falcons 3.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Agnew on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to get back at it. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. Here's Robinson, and they'll bring him down around the 27-yard line. Michael Williams, the first-round pick, is there for the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Throwing is Penix. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
So after picking up some positive yardage on first down, they end up going backwards on second. That sack now brings up 3rd and long, and what most of the time is a very pass-happy situation makes them very one-dimensional.
3rd and a long way to go. Mooney in motion. Now Penix on 3rd and long. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There is nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
There's no need to do anything reckless. It's 3rd and long. The opportunity to convert this is probably slim. So there was nothing open downfield. I think he makes the smart decision here, Mike. Avoid the negative play and throw the ball away.
The Falcons send their punting unit out. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. Moore to return. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50, set up the offense with a short field. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further.
I see through your eyes and I still enjoy.
They run straight ahead with McCaffrey. Room to run at the 35. And he's got another one. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown. 49. Big night. Continue. His 3rd touchdown of the game. And make it a hat trick. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value, and so far, this guy's been incredible.
Now, Pinheiro to add on the extra point. He gets it to go, and the 49ers extend to a 24-3 lead. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. McLeod now to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Falcons offense getting set to get back to work. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here. They need to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. To throw is Penix. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum, figure out what's going to work, where are our matchups, and let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle, and they just cannot get anything going through the air.
He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And this yields nothing. He's out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Diamador Lenore there defensively to break that one up.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike.
Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll give to McCaffrey on the option. And he'll get lowered for an audible. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Purdy. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up. George Kittle was the intended target that time. And it's going to be 3rd down. From the gun, it's Purdy. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now 4th down.
Little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
The 49ers out to punt this one. The punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. The Falcons offense ready to take over once more. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Penix. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Just a simple hitch route. Certainly nothing special there or anything downfield, but the idea is the more of those you throw and those efficient passes, the second the defense moves up to take it away, that's when you go for the big ones.
Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. Nowhere to go, he is taken down. The rookie out of Georgia, Michael Williams, gets him for a loss of 4. And that'll set up 3rd down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. From the gun, here is Penix. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There is nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase in what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
He's going to have a Falcons first down. Well-designed play to pick up 16 and move the chains.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Short throw taken by Pitts. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
8 yards on the pickup. And this is third down.
Third and 2. And panics. That's caught right side. It's London. And it looks like he's going to have enough. Indeed, the referee does signal. It is a first down.
You can see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on third and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over again.
On first and 10, it's Penix. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
They'll run with Robinson. Gets to the edge at the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. 20-yard pickup there. First down, Atlanta.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs kind of help wear down the defense. And I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
Not much happening there, just a short gain.
Ball carrier. He's brought down at the 20-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
From the 20, here's second and 8. They'll throw. It's Penix. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
It is third and long. Tight end, the motion man to the right. Now Penix. That's going to be dropped underneath for Robinson. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up fourth down.
Really nice job by the secondary. It's clear the offense was trying to put some layers and take a deep shot to pick up this first down, but with nowhere to go, the quarterback's got no choice but to check the ball down. They do a great job tackling in space and keeps him short of the first down.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on fourth and long. That was a big ask. the defense turns them away. Here's Christian McCaffrey and the 49ers offense coming back onto the field. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Head, boy, because I got other heads, boy. All that Drake, you got to chill.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd down and 5. Now, Purdy. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are under.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
This one fielded out beyond the 25. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. On the give, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down, but what a run. Down to the 40. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a 1st down.
If you have a shot to bring him down early, you just can't miss, Mike. Not against a runner like this. If he slips that first tackle, you can see how much more he can add to a run.
They'll throw on 1st down with Penix. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back.
Great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
From the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Left side in the hands of London. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. It's good for a Falcon 1st down. Here's Penix. He'll look London's way again. This complete again. And he'll be marked down at the 7. And it will set up 1st and goal.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the 4th quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score here now that it's 1st and goal.
Throwing again, it's Penix. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
This offense, they just can't establish any sort of rhythm. There's just no way to sustain any scoring drives when your quarterback is being pressured and sacked this often.
1st down was not very good. Here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Penix. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Taking off, he'll try to get there.
And that's a pretty good effort here on 3rd and long. He had nowhere to go down the field. The defense is playing real soft. He pulls it down and did all he could, but he's still going to end up being short of the 1st down.
Field goal not going to help much at this point. They've got to go for it on 4th and goal. Forced out wide, and this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Greg, there's nothing like a quarterback who can take a play that's not in the playbook and bring it to life and bring it to the end zone for a touchdown.
These are the most difficult plays for a defense to defend because you think you do everything right. You have all the receivers covered. You're able to force the quarterback off his initial spot, but sometimes you just can't teach athlete, Mike. And in this case, he said, all right, there's nowhere to go with the ball. I'm just going to tuck it and do it myself.
The extra point by Romo is good. And the Falcons are able to cut into the deficit. This one not quite over, plus down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, we knew, Mike, this was going to take a miracle. All they needed to do was recover this score, recover another one, score again. Unfortunately, that's not going to happen, and this game's all but over.
'49ers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They're in tremendous starting field position after the kick return. They start with 1st and 10 up beyond midfield. On the give, it's McCaffrey. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Now a timeout. Atlanta, that's their first. It's stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one.
At the 26-yard line.
I met this little girlie. Her hair was kind of curly. Went to her house and I had to leave real early.
Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. They'll go back to McCaffrey on 1st down. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on play. Now Falcons will use their 3rd final timeout. Clock stops, 46 seconds to go. Third and long. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. Pinheiro going to come on to try a field goal now. This a 46-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Niners will add to their lead here in the fourth quarter.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Penix. He takes off, and will be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So a win here for the 49ers. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game. They're going to send their fans home quite happy. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.